This is going to be relatively unscripted. I started making these videos because I wanted to make videos about music, or just like making music as someone who's non-binary, and to insert more of that into the world. I don't think I'm very good at it. I don't know if that matters. I don't think it does matter. I think I'm holding myself to some sort of standard maybe, and that I should actually just stop doing that because, well, I just want to make videos on the internet. But I think I have to bear with myself, because I'm not gonna create the things that I want to create straight away. I've got to learn how to do that, because I have all these visions in my mind, little things that, like ways that I want to edit videos, and things that I want to talk about and to create and to show and do, but I'm not there. I can't do those things yet. There's a lot of other things that, you know, my workspace over here, I've got like the desk, and it's just piled high with things that get in the way of me actually using it as a space to create. So I need to tidy it, basically. There's a lot of things that I need to tidy up and sort out, and I need to get rid of some things that I don't need anymore and find better places to store the things that I don't need all of the time. And I need to have a space where I can create and have all of those things. I want to do like animation, but it's paper animation, you know, so I cut shapes out and I take pictures of it from top down, and then I move the paper and I take another picture. And I know that sounds probably quite tedious and like a long process, but that's what I want to do. And I have to think of this as like, this is my job. But I don't want to think of it as a job, because then perhaps I won't do it. But at the same time, it's like it needs to be a commitment. I can't just... I have this thing where I sort of have like the sparking of an idea in the back of my brain, and I want to go straight into doing that idea, but the idea hasn't fully formed yet, so I can't actually start doing it, and then I sort of sit there and I try and start doing it rather than trying to plan it first. I think I just don't really like planning things. I like to just go straight in and do it, but I need to recognise that actually I probably do have to plan things sometimes, and with planning some things I'm sure that other things will happen spontaneously. Is there anything else that I was going to say? I sort of lost my train of thought because I was checking if it was still filming. Are there people that really want to watch the things that I make? Is me doing this... I'm not really doing it for other people. I'm doing it for myself, but the fact that people are perceiving it is perhaps holding me back slightly. The fact that sometimes what I make, when I edit, I cut some bits out because I don't want anyone to see that. But at the beginning I wasn't editing. The first 4 videos that I made, I didn't edit them at all. They were just from start to beginning me messing around on the OP1, and then I sort of started to cut some bits out, and that has maybe made it a bit different It's sort of, I want to be able to create something every day or upload something every day so as to keep myself in it, I suppose. But perhaps once a day is too much. Perhaps I should aim for once a week. But then the idea was that if it was once a day, it's something that isn't very much pressure and it's just me messing around, and maybe I should just keep doing that and not edit them. And if I have a bigger idea of something I want to do, I do that, but I take longer to work on it so that I can make it the way I want it. Perhaps that's the idea. And also, I'm an artist, and that means it's actually quite hard to make art sometimes. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I find it hard to be a functioning human. I find it hard to do the things that I sort of get paralysed in my thinking. Lots of anxious thoughts and things sort of plaguing me and then thus preventing me from what I want to achieve. I really hate it. I wish that there was a way that I could stop, that I didn't have to feel so like the way that I do. But I don't really know how. I haven't really figured it out. I don't know if I can figure it out. I don't know if I want to put this bit in the video. Perhaps I just should. I suppose. A pigeon. That this is a video about who I am and what I want to do, and that it will offer you as a viewer of this video some sort of insight into me as a person. Whether that's beneficial to you, I don't know, but you can have it. You can have my unscripted ramblings, I guess. I just don't feel like I'm very good at anything that I do. It's because I don't practice, I don't put the time into it, that I don't have any discipline to it, like the guitar, for example, which I'm looking at right now. You can have a look, just because she's very beautiful. This is a present bought for me by my two friends who were play fighting each other and rolled over and bashed into my previous guitar and snapped the neck in half. So they bought me a new one, which was very lovely of them. But I can't really play guitar, at least like not how I want to. I don't know anything about, I know like small bits about music theory and things like that, but I just don't want to spend time like learning all of that. I can't be bothered, really. And also part of me is like, I just want to create sound, and to me sound doesn't require any sort of knowledge. It's just, that's why I like doing what I do with the OP1 and not really what other people do, is because I don't know how to do what other people do. I mean, maybe I'll get there at some point, but what I want to do is have a sound and manipulate that sound, and that creates its thing in itself. I can't like make a song. I've tried making a song so many times and I just can't, or I prevent myself from doing it by saying I can't do that. Perhaps I just need to do some reframing of things in my head. I can do it. Maybe I should just say to myself, yes you can, don't be ridiculous, don't give up. I think I give up very quickly. I give up almost instantly. I'll pick up the guitar, I'll play something, like a little chord pattern or something like that, and then I'll be like, well, I don't know what to do with this now, so I leave it. Also, maybe I'll record it or I'll write it down, but then what am I going to do with it? Feels like too much work to turn it into a song. Sometimes I want to condense everything, every little thing that I've ever made. I want to condense all of that into one big thing and sort of sum up everything that I've ever done. Perhaps I should do that. That's quite a good project. Summing up of who I am, where I've been, what I've done, what I've created, what I've made, how I've felt, everything. Okay, well, look out for that, because that's what's going to be coming up on the horizon. I think that would feel complete. That's what I want. I want completion. Everything in my life is unfinished. I barely ever finish books. I've got like hundreds of books that I'm in the middle of reading and I haven't finished any of them. All of that. Pieces of art, projects. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've learnt something insightful and nice, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Try to go outside, as will I, and